What's up, guys? So, I just got done. What's up, Six Speed? What's up, Kenyu? This is literally the most ridiculous race I've ever had in GT Sport, and I'm gonna blame it on the penalty system. I'm gonna do that, and it's really frustrating because this was like a big race. I was gonna win, and like I had this literally in the bag. Like I had it, everything was going my way until I get a penalty that I shouldn't have gotten. And then I got more penalties that I shouldn't have gotten. And it's just like, I guess I don't really understand like how this penalty system works and like what happens. So I don't really feel like watching this whole race, and I'm not gonna stream the whole race because I just don't want to and I don't feel like it. But I'm gonna show you what happened. So this is the FIA Top 24 that I just did, literally, the manufacturer, right? Now I'm probably gonna be done doing FIA after this, at least for a little bit. You know, I actually tried on this FIA. I was 4th place in the rankings coming in this race. I had 1st place here, and I was actually like trying. I was actually going to see like how well I would do, and then this happened. So I don't know, man. Like this is just way too aggravating. And I don't even get aggravated because it's just a video game. So I don't like that any of this happened because it's like annoying. But anyway, watch what happens. Okay, so I ended up qualifying in 6th place. I got stuck behind traffic, but I didn't really care anyway. So who cares what you qualify in? So it's 26 laps. Okay, let's look at this. 26 laps. My strategy was to just do one pit. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do one pit strategy. So look where I'm shifting. I'm shifting really early. Okay? Purposely staying behind so I can do that. Orma's in 1st. So let's fast forward this, right? We're going to fast forward all this. I'm doing the same thing, same displays. Early shifting, 2nd lap, whatever. A couple mistakes happened. All that happened was people spun out. I took their position, still shifting at the same exact place, just saving fuel. So look, early shift. I'll go into here. Just stay in 5th. You know, just kind of like coast it out or whatever. So around this time, I'm staying behind him. Somebody else spun out. The other guy spun out. The turbo dude or whatever. So they're getting low on fuel. So look at my fuel here. I have more than half, right? Look where he's at. Look where he's at. And look where Orma's at. I have more fuel than Orma does right now. So I'm coasting. I'm not trying to pass. I'm just milking the slipstream, shifting early, just playing it for the long haul. So let's keep going. We're on the 8th lap, 9th lap. They're battling right here. I don't want to get involved with that because obviously if you touch someone, it's, you know, you get a penalty for it. So there's really no reason to pass in this game anymore. So I'm coming here. I purposely did a little late break to come in and catch in to grab this slipstream. So they're going off to the pits. Okay, let's look at their pit. I mean, let's look at their fuel. So they're real low on fuel. Look at the fuel right there. So his fuel's like what? I mean, look how low that is, and look at my fuel. I have a ton of fuel left. And then we'll look at what? Orma actually has less fuel than I do. So I still have more fuel. And now I'm like behind Orma. Start catching him. We'll speed up. We're on lap 11. He's right here. 125s, 124s. I'm hitting 124, 125. We're averaging about the same lap times. Pretty close. So we get to lap 13, which is going to be our pit lap. I've caught him a little bit. Right? So we're coming in. Let's go to the pit. So now everybody else is already pit, but they're going to pit twice. Him and I use the strategy of pitting once. So we're in here. He's at 11 for his fuel. I'm on 13. It actually showed 14 on my screen before. Okay, it's 14. So I have 14 fuel. He has 11 fuel. So I've managed fuel slightly better, but it's really, really close. Right? So when we leave the pit, I'm going to be slightly closer to him than I was before because of the fuel managing. Right? So let's go. So right here, I'm right behind him. Pretty close. Now, I think right there, that little bump that you just saw, that caused him to get a penalty. You see that little penalty that he had? Let's go back on that. See that little hit? That little hit gave Orma a penalty, clearly, which is why he slows down, because I did notice this, which is absolutely ridiculous. No reason why Orma should have gotten a penalty there. That is like, that's really dumb. So, I come in 1st now. Well, I'm going to be in 1st, because technically we're behind. So Orma's trying to catch. We're trying to catch up to everybody. He's following behind me. Still falling behind. Let's fast forward a little bit. Okay, he's catching up to Boca, still falling behind. Now I'm catching Hellsfire, right? So now we're on lap 16 and 26. I am not going to fuel again. And Hellsfire's he's getting low on fuel. So he's probably going to be pitting again, right? So here I am, catching him. Speed this up. So now, wait, what happened here? Okay, so right here, I was going to make my pass right here, but because I was catching, so let me show you. This is where it started, okay? This is where the aggravation started. So right now, I know that Orma's behind me, so I'm trying to move. Like, I need to, like, go. Like, I need to hurry up because, you know, I have, like, one of the best players in the world behind me, so I need to, like, race. So I'm trying to, like, go, and I'm trying to, but at the same time, I'm nervous because, look, I'm coming in right here to go for a pass. Yes, you can pass like that, by the way. And I'm getting stuck, so at this point, I'm like, okay, great. I got Orma, like, coming right here, and I feel like there's aggression building up, like there's going to be some type of bump, because you just saw, if you bump someone slightly, like, if you look at a car the wrong way, you'll get, like, a 2-second penalty. So you have to be really careful, because your exhaust will give you a penalty. So if you have, like, aftermarket exhaust and it blows on the car, on the grill, you're going to get, like, a 25-second penalty. So you just need to be really careful that none of this stuff happens to you. So I'm getting close to Hellsfire here. Orma's still, like, right back there, just kind of, you know, keeping pace. So I'm going for this pass here. But keep in mind, I'm afraid. I was going to go for this, but I was like, nah, I don't know. I'm getting close to his exhaust. I don't want to go for it. So stay on the right side. I'm like, okay, I'll just milk the slipstream a little bit. Let's just do this for another lap, you know. All is well, right? All is well. So here, wasn't going to pass again. Like I said, just kind of paranoid. But this is really slowing us up. So now I got Orma here, and I know that he's going to make a pass. He's going to go for it. He'll find a way, right? So Hell spun a little bit right there. I mean, his tires are probably shot. Let's look at his tires. He was telling me earlier that the Mustang tires in the front, I mean, he's doing everything he can to keep this going right here. This Mustang ends up being really hard. Look at my tire wear. It's like nothing compared to his. You know, just manage-wise, it's just... Well, Orma, too. Me and Orma, he's bad and tough, but me and Orma's tires, you can see that we're really not that bad. But we also pit on lap 13, so we're really not that bad. He pitted probably around, like, lap, what, 10 or something, like 9 or something like that. So, obviously... You know, he's running his slowest right now, and him and I are running, like, at a pretty decent pace. So, we go here. Hey. All right. 4th gear. Coming in, still trying to go slow. Don't want to bump. Almost right there. And I know at this point, like, I know that there's going to be a pass coming. So I'm just trying to find a way in here. And I know that his tires are shot. So I'm like, okay, how am I going to get in? So I see he messed up there. He must have lifted there. So I was like, okay, I got to go for it, right? Well, the Mustang is going to be faster up top. And then Orma takes this side. And I'm like, oh, perfect. Now he slows down. And I just gave Orma the inside. Fantastic. So... I realized that that probably wasn't a good approach. Maybe I should have went to, like, the right side. You know, whatever. So, Hellsfire pits. I'm behind Orma now. And I figure, I'm like, okay, this is all good. So we got, you know, both him and I are not going to pit again. Just going to follow, stay behind his slipstream. It's all going to be good. So he's going real slow here. And I'm like, well, why is he going slow? I'm like, okay, maybe he just messed up that turn. I'm still shifting. Let's see where he's shifting. He's actually revving out a lot more than me. That's probably why I managed fuel a little bit more. Can't really see where he's shifting. Shifting. Okay, so he's shifting at the halfway mark. I was shifting a little bit earlier than that. And my plan in shifting so early here was that if I shifted really, really early... Look, right there. What? Like, okay. So that point... That right there, you can't see it, but I got a 2-second penalty for that, okay? Like, I still can't believe that just happened. Like, I really can't believe this just happened. So, is this like, now, I don't know, this is a 2-second, that's why you saw me brake. So I'm coming right here, following slipstream. Okay. Going to the inside. That is the line to go to the inside. I'm coming in. Then a brake. What? I really don't know why you would do that. I don't understand if you're driving straight why you would stop and then I mean, obviously I have to go into the inside right there to make that turn. So he was clearly stopping to serve a penalty, but I don't know that. I don't know that you're serving a penalty. Like, it's not like his car is bright red and I can see that. So I'm following this right here. Okay. That little hit gives me 2 seconds. So at this point, I'm frustrated because I'm like, okay, I just got a 2-second penalty for absolutely no reason because, you know, he stopped. So I tried to serve it here. Didn't work. Perfect. So you can't see it, but at this point, when I slowed down, because this turn was coming here, that brake that I did not take any time off of this penalty. So I'm still at 2 seconds right now. And by the way, it's growing. Yeah, great game. So the penalty is growing right now. And I'm like, okay, I don't really know what to do. Like, because I have this penalty that I just got, so I'm like frustrated. And I'm in first, and clearly if I didn't get the penalty, I'm pretty far away, and I'm not gonna pit, and I can maintain pace, right? So I'm going slow right now thinking, okay, where do I need to like slow down? Like what should I do? This is all the stuff going through my mind. So we get here, and I was gonna slow down there, and I'm in my mind that little no passing thing came up, so I'm like, okay, I'll just slow down right here. So I braked and I messed up because I'm thinking about the penalty. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me right now. Because like I'm all out of whack because I'm like aggravated. So I'm like, so look, I'm slowing down. I still didn't serve it. Did you see that? So right here, when I like did this little spin out right here, watch this. Because I'm purposely going really slow. So this spin, I'm like, okay, fantastic. I'm like, whatever, I can make it up. Right now, during this time, I still have a penalty. It's like 0.8 seconds. Boom, had to stop right there. Then I served it. So serve that penalty. So I'm like, okay, we're fine here. Now you got this guy, right? This TC guy coming in. Yeah, let's just come in. Let's just bump. Perfect. That bump gives me another penalty. So you can't see it, but right now I have another penalty. That's another 2 seconds that's adding because this guy decided to come in and just hit me because he needed to get that second place. Even though he has to pit again, he really needed to come in and just really get that because it's that important. So he hits me, I get a penalty again. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this is fantastic. So I'm sitting here trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to burn this penalty? What am I going to do? I wish it showed the penalties. It's actually kind of dumb it doesn't show the penalties. So we're following this guy. Remember, I have a penalty that's accumulating. I need to burn this penalty, right? So what am I going to do? Well, let me show you what happens. You're gonna love it. So he takes his turn a little bit too wide, so I'm gaining on him. Now at this point I'm thinking, okay, is he purposely driving slow to like slow me down? Because like I'm wondering what's going on here at this point. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm like, okay, let me try to go for this pass, nice and clean, slide it in, perfect, there it is, nice. But no, he's not gonna let me go. Gonna go this way and then just come out wide just to make sure, you know, nothing happens. And don't worry guys, you know what happened here, right? What do you think happened? So I come right here, I'm like, all right, I'm making this pass. I don't want to go inside because he's right there. I'll stay right here. Oh, I got hit. Oh, another penalty, guys. Another penalty right there from this guy. It's 2 penalties from TC. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. So I got another penalty now. And I'm sitting here like, okay. So I just went from first place to about 20 seconds worth of penalties. I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. So, let's see. Coming in here, I'm thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I can pass him. I'm going to have to serve it eventually. At this point, I was going to quit the race. Like, I didn't even want to play anymore. Like, I really just didn't want to play anymore. I was like, I'm just going to quit. But then I said to myself, no, I'm not going to quit because I want to remember this moment. And I want to just know what happened. So, here we go. Braking points, okay. Going in. Now, right now, just so you know, in my mind, I don't even care about the fact that I have like 25 seconds worth of penalties right now. So I'm just like, you know, I kind of want to pass this guy. Like, that's kind of what I was thinking. But I realized that if I do that, the penalty's going to keep accumulating more and more and more. So what I do, I stopped. Here, guys, let's have some fun with this. So let's pay attention to this. I'm in 3rd place right now, right? Because of penalties. Let's watch this. Here we go. I have to stop. Okay, stopping now. We're at 16 seconds on the clock. 16 seconds. 16. This is how much penalties I had from what you just saw. Let's take a moment of silence, please. Okay, I served my penalties. Is that fair? Is that fair? Like, do you guys think that I deserve? Oh, by the way, by the way, I just got another penalty for that. When that guy hit me, I got another penalty. No joke. I swear. You'll see. Watch. I'm gonna have to slow down. So now I've gone from 1st place to getting brake checked to 9th place, and then finally when I go a little bump from Gumball, and by the way, this isn't Gumball's fault. He just barely tapped me. He's just going by. I'm sitting in the middle of the road. Can't blame the guy. I'm talking about the penalty system. So, look, I slow down, serve that penalty because it was accumulating more. Because if you don't serve your penalty, it accumulates. Look, that little tap from Gumball just gave me like 12 seconds. That's why I had to slow down that much. I'm not slowing down for fun. I slowed down to serve my penalty. So now I'm in 11th place. And at this point, 11th place, we can just fast forward it. Doesn't really change. Everything stays the exact same. I just keep 11th place. And then we have Orma in 1st, TC comes in 2nd, and Boca in 3rd. So this is it. This ends up being the final lap. So yeah, Orma comes in 1st. There's TC right there. Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but that was the most ridiculous experience I've ever had in my life. I had probably about 40 seconds worth of penalties off of stuff I didn't even do wrong. I didn't even do anything wrong. I literally didn't do anything wrong. And I had about 40 seconds to serve. So I don't know. Like I have no idea. This is definitely 100% broken. Like, this penalty system is broken 100%. And I'm not being like some sore loser or something like that. But I mean, literally, like, how did I get that many penalties accumulated for something I didn't even do? Like, those bumps that you saw, those accidental bumps, like from Gumball when he like accidentally bumped me, even TC, the TC guy, when he was trying to be aggressive and keep his line, I don't blame him. I mean, it's all good. But like, when he did that little bump gave me a penalty. But what, like, how is a little bump like that going to give me 2 seconds that accumulates to 4 seconds, to 6 seconds, to 8 seconds? Like, this needs to be fixed, man. Like, this is ridiculous. That goes from me being in 1st place to 11th place. Like, I'm not okay with that. That's all right. So that's it, man. I don't want to stress myself out. I'm not going to be, like I said, I tried my best to compete in FIA and, like, you know, actually have some fun with it and see what I could do. And then that happens. That's probably like the worst experience that you could have, like, in a race. Essentially not even your fault. So I don't know, man. It's just aggressive. I have a note. Let's see. I assume top 24 drivers might have some say when it comes to the game. I've been saying that for ages. I keep messaging PD and complaining about it. I boycott as well. It's just ridiculous, man. I know it's test season, but I agree. I'm glad. I know it's a test season, and it is, but I'm just trying to wonder, like, how do you even think it's okay to make a penalty system work like this? Do you test it? Like, do you actually test to see if it works? Because, like I said, exhaust fumes from cars, and that shouldn't count as like a 2-second penalty. Like, I really don't get that. And also, like, so why don't we? Well, I'll tell you, Brad. I'll tell you this. This is how you could fix the problem. First of all, if you want to keep aggressive penalties, what you need to do is if somebody has a penalty in front of you, like when Ormo was in front of me and he just like braked randomly and I hit him and I got a penalty for that. Like if someone has a penalty, something above their name should like have a red circle, like a red circle that shows, hey, that person has a penalty. This way, you know, if you're driving behind that person, hey, this person might turn over to the side. They might brake at any moment. So you need to be aware that that person has an active penalty like above their name. Like you could see it. So it's like Z28 with like a red circle. The red circle means, hey, you better watch out. Don't slipstream this guy too much because at any point he's going to pull over and brake. That would solve a lot of problems, to be honest with you. Like that's one thing that they could fix with it. Something else, they need to work on like bumping, like the impact, like a little impact, a little bump should not be a 2-second penalty. Like a little bit of bumps that do not influence or mess up anybody's driving line. What TC did to me, that was 100% okay. I understand he was driving, he was racing. Like, you know what I mean? It's okay for him to bump my car a little bit. He didn't push me off or anything. That should not have been a penalty for me or him or anybody. So they really need to like work on that stuff because it's just going to make the game like not fun. You know what I'm saying? Or just change the penalties to drive through. Okay, that's a good point. That's geniusy. Thanks, Salvador. What if there were zones or tracks where penalties could be served instead of... Yeah, that would be kind of cool too. Like a place where you could serve your penalty. But if they did that, they'd have to have some way for you to like kind of get back on track. That would be cool though. A penalty section. That's a good idea. I feel like new games aren't tested as much as old games. Yeah, I don't think they're that tested either, man. Yeah, I don't think so. What Hellfire say? I didn't see what he said. Hold on. I didn't see. Hold on. Again, Z, GT Academy has direct contact with BD. They're fixing it soon. Well, I mean, it's all right, they're fixing it, man. But, like, I don't know. I'm not even going to attend any of that stuff anyway. Like, I've just completely lost interest. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I hope the best for them to fix it or whatever. But that's just, I don't know, man. That just takes, like, a sour... That just puts... It hits you the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't even understand. I feel like this update was thrown out with absolutely no type of... They did not pay attention to anything. Like, it... I just don't even understand how you would think that that's all right. What's up, Art? How you doing, man? You had this race in the bag, Z. It's a shame it went down like this. 6B, was it? What do you think? It was bad, wasn't it? Is it this aggressive in FIA races? No, it wasn't aggressive. It wasn't really aggressive. Like, I'm telling you, it wasn't like... You know what I mean? Like, everybody was racing clean. Hels was clean. Like I said, the other TC guy was clean. Like, he really was. Like, he didn't do anything bad. He was just being defensive. The only thing I didn't like is when Orma braked in the middle of the turn and I bumped him. Now, granted, I don't think that the impact when I hit him should have given me a penalty, but I think that was a horrible braking decision coming out of that turn. And that really just set the tone for me to, like, essentially lose the entire race. But that's the only thing that I didn't really agree with. I've been practicing how bad the system is. The accumulation does happen. You'll have a vacation from this BS and you'll get back. Thank you, Alien. I appreciate it, bro. Anyway, guys, I'm going to watch a movie, man. I have company over. I just want to come over and just stream and vent and get this out while I was annoyed about it because I feel like it was good for me to talk about it now because if I didn't talk about it now, I probably would have never talked about it because I don't like being negative. But this was a bunch of crap, to be honest with you. It really was, man. Like, I really didn't like that at all. So, whatever, man. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. At least you got to see a real opinion and a real race that I did and, like, what can happen, you know. And that's unbiased, you know, whatever. This is just me off the top of my head. So, yeah, I'm going to watch a movie. Exactly. But, like, yeah, you can send this to PD, whatever you want. I don't care, man. I hope they see it. But, but like Hellfire said, they're going to fix it. So, it's all good. But, anyway, guys, thank you for liking the video. I appreciate you watching, but I'm going to head out, man. Don't get too caught up, Z, in it. Your movie night. Thank you, Kirk. Walter, take it easy. Beef, good seeing you. Was that DD, take it easy. Shimmy, Victor, Playlister, Venom. See you guys. See you. Drink a beer. I know, Salvador. Tell me about it. It's all right, Hells. You guys have a good night. I'll see you guys.